This declaration was released today. It's the City of Hiroshima Peace Declaration, and this is the anniversary, August 6th, 2011. And I timed it, it is about 3 minutes, and I thought maybe I can edit it a little, and then I realized, how can I edit the mayor of Hiroshima's peace declaration? So, 66 years ago, despite the war, the people of Hiroshima were leading fairly normal lives. Until that fateful moment, many families were enjoying life together right here in what is now Peace Memorial Park, and was then one of the city's most prosperous districts. A man who was 13 at the time shares this. August 5th was Sunday, and for me, a second-year student in middle school, the first full day off in a very long time. I asked a good friend from school to come with me, and we went down to the river. Forgetting all about the time, we stayed until twilight, swimming and playing on the sandy riverbed. That hot midsummer's day was the last time I ever saw him. The next morning, August 6th at 8:15 a.m., a single atomic bomb ripped those normal lives out by the roots. This description is from a woman who was 16 at the time. My 40-kilogram body was blown 7 meters by the blast, and I was knocked out. When I came to, it was pitch black and utterly silent. In that soundless world, I thought I was the only one left. I was naked, except for some rags around my hips. The skin on my left arm had peeled off in 5-centimeter strips that were all curled up. My right arm was sort of whitish. Putting my hands to my face, I found my right cheek quite rough, while my left cheek was all slimy. Hard words to hear. Their community and lives ravaged by an atomic bomb, the survivors were stunned and injured, and yet they did their best to help each other. Suddenly, I heard lots of voices crying, screaming, "Help, Mommy, help." Turning to a voice nearby, I said, "I'll help you." I tried to move in that direction, but my body was so heavy. I did manage to move enough to save one young child, but with no skin on my hands, I was unable to help anymore. I'm really sorry. Such scenes were unfolding, not just here where this park is, but all over Hiroshima. Wanting to help, but unable to do so, many also live with the guilt of being their family's sole survivor. Based on their own experiences and carrying in their hearts the voices and feelings of those sacrificed to the bomb, the Hibakusha called for a world without nuclear weapons as they struggled day by day to survive. In time, along with other Hiroshima residents and with generous assistance from Japan and around the world, they managed to bring their city back to life. Their average age is now over 77. Calling forth what remains of the strength that revived their city, they continue to pursue the lasting peace of a world free from nuclear weapons. Can we let it go at this? Absolutely not. The time has come for the rest of us to learn from all the Hibakusha what they experienced and their desire for peace. Then we must communicate what we learned to future generations and the rest of the world. Through this peace declaration, I would like to communicate the Hibakusha experience and desire for peace to each and every person on this planet. Hiroshima will pour everything we have into working, along with Nagasaki, to expand mayors for peace, such that all cities, those places all around the world where people gather, will strive together to eliminate nuclear weapons by 2020. To eliminate nuclear weapons by 2020. Moreover, we want all countries, especially the nuclear-armed states, including the United States of America, which continues its subcritical nuclear testing and new experiments, to pursue enthusiastically a process that will abolish nuclear weapons. To that end, we plan to host an international conference that will bring the world's policymakers to Hiroshima to discuss the nuclear non-proliferation regime. And I am going to skip to the end because the next few paragraphs are about the recent new tragedy in Japan with the, the tsunami and the meltdown of the nuclear power plant. Offering our heartfelt condolences to the souls of the A-bomb victims, reaffirming our conviction that atomic bombing must never be repeated, and no one else should ever have to suffer like this. We hereby pledge to do everything in our power to abolish nuclear weapons and build lasting world peace. Matsui Kazumi, Mayor, the City of Hiroshima.
Thank you, Ellen. I'd like to leave a minute of silence now for the bombing, or remembrance of the bombing of Hiroshima, and also in mind of all the armed conflicts that continue to this day.